This is the best deck in the format, but it is not fun to play multiple games with. They're long, they're usually drawn out. We are playing Yorion Mirror. So in the Yorion Mirror, nice. It's probably fine. Okay, so this is the Sultai variant. So probably prefer this one. I can't stand playing the Lukka mirrors. They are very egregious. So I think I'm gonna go Narset first. Sultai Elementals. Yeah, I think I go Narset first. What are the chances they have a counter spell? Mind you, I have a board wipe, so maybe we go Teferi. I might just reset this Birth of Meletis. I have a blocker here. If they kill it. Actually, that's very good. Oh, I'm an idiot. Too many cards in hand. Oops. Brain's fried already. So this plays weaker if they have Nissa here. But most of these lists are avoiding Nissa. Get Cavalier. Trigger. Yeah, you don't see much of the Sultai variation. I ran into... Okay, so their flips are pretty bad, so I'm actually okay with shattering this turn, probably. ECD is also nice.
I've done the hero thing before.
I think we pass, see what they do. So I have the option here, if they commit more to the board, then I can Shatter the Sky, but then that means I can't... I think I block like this. Because the thing is, if there's nothing I want to shatter, like it dies anyways from the shatter. If there's nothing I want to shatter, then I could Shark Typhoon, hope to draw a land, untap Lukka, steal their Cavalier. Casualties of War. Well then. So I'm doing this before Casualties resolves, so they don't get to put it on top. Our draw is pretty slow there, now that we lost the land.
Only time will tell.
Also takes us off double blue. Land drops here. Okay, we're dead. They have a lot of mana. They have a bunch of card advantage. So in this matchup, Aether Gust, Vetoes, Disputes. Do I want Trawler? So I think we take out Fires. I want to be playing at instant speed. The Glass Caskets could come out. Probably trim a Narset. Clarion doesn't seem that great here. Mythos. It's not bad if I copy like their Cavalier or like their Agent. Shark Typhoon's decent. So maybe let's just get rid of this. I think we run it like that. I maybe should have played the Dream Trawlers. They're harder to interact with. It's not very good. Okay, we'll keep this hand. Again, not great, but being able to go Birth on 2, Teferi on 3. So based on that, I want to lead double blue so I can Narset. So Mystical Dispute is a card that we potentially have to play around. So I think we lead with Narset first. Because Teferi, like getting Teferi down will be better for future turns. So I can go more proactive. So I think I like that better because that lets me Teferi and Aether Gust the following turn. And this lets me get some bodies down. That's fine. If they try to Cavalier this turn, I can also Aether Gust it. This matchup's generally okay. Like, they ramp harder. Probably want... I have 2 reds, 2 blues, 4 whites. Post board, I probably want more blue, so I'll fetch a island. For those of you just swinging by, we pivoted from Grixis and are testing out. Just fetch here. Testing out for the MCQ tomorrow. This does let them play, but we still have the Aether Gust for whatever their next turn is. So hopefully it's like casualties, and I can Aether Gust it for a turn at least. Atris. They want lands. Not the best. Not the best. So I think I'm gonna pop this to Scry. Our hand's not really doing much right now. Could Yorion and then still have Aether Gust up next turn. But I think I want to keep Yorion for when we could have an agent out. Probably still have negate. So Dragonfire, you need to finish top 1200 in the Mythic ladder for a given month. So last month, you qualify. If you finish top 1200, then you get invited to a tournament, which happens to be tomorrow for this month. If you finish 10-1, then you qualify for the MCQ with all the prize support there. Yeah, I think even this match, if we should have brought in the Dream Trawlers, we would have been better served. Okay, there's Teferi. don't mind Teferi here. I think I'm just gonna minus Teferi.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. That's more like it.
Oh, no. No attacks. Came into this, like, this deck I was 23 and 6, and just recently have not been doing well with it. So, like, last month I finished 783rd. But we played a lot of Historic last month with Gruul aggro. Yeah, I don't think Agent's good in this matchup, and I boarded wrong. So they have, like, the Green Cavaliers, which can block Dream Trawler, but between Elspeth Conquers Death, Bounce, Aether Gust, we have ways of getting around that. Probably just concede this and fire up another one. Yeah, cycling's quick, it's just it loses to itself a lot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. They put casualties back on top. They could kill Teferi. If they want, they would have to lose 2 Risen Reef. Still think we're dead. I think we just block like this. See if we can find something. Shark Typhoon. Is that the way back into it? Perhaps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go.
So Shark Typhoon gives me a 4/4 that I can attack in the air, but they're getting Uro back. Also gives me a draw. They can casualties and Uro, which is pretty gross.
Really should have seen that coming.
Want to catch one of these Risen Reefs if they attack in. They're valuing the Reefs, so they go Yorion here. I think we're dead. We're looking for a Shatter here. 5% chance at Shatter, but they're just refilling their hand now. If we don't draw Shatter, then probably done with this game. Man, ladder's been punishing today. So this is like where Dream Trawler would be good, but with... Like, I do this. I steal their Yorion. But I should have brought in Dream Trawlers for this matchup. Because they just casualties me here again. Or they play out Uro. Finding increasingly like these bigger, like it's just an arms race, so they're going bigger with lands, so the strategy of stealing lands doesn't really come into play. And the fact that like Growth Spiral replaces itself, Atros replaces itself, Uro replaces itself twice. Casualties here again. So we'll do this plus here.
Trust me, I have a plan.
It's weaker to like a casualties turn, but see what we can do. These lists usually will play 3 to 4 casualties. They've taken us off a couple lands already. 2 lands.
Stop that now.
Why does it feel like they've cast like 8 Growth Spirals? Unmoored Ego. What are you taking? So it's kind of annoying because it also shuffles our library, so we don't have the thing on top. And this is another reason why we should bring in Dream Trawler. See what the draw is. If it's nothing, then just concede. They have Uro to close it out. Lesson learned. Better to lose now than tomorrow. Shatter would be good here. How about a land? Problem is they're gaining like 3 life each time they do this too. They can escape back Uro again next turn. Okay, well there's the Shatter. Gives us something for next turn. So if they commit to this, we get the card draw off the Yorion. $40 cards, 53. 2 of those they exiled, so they weren't even card draws. We're also just dead if they have like negate. Let's see what we hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Risen Reefs will put enough in for Uro. We have a counter. I'm gonna hang on to the Trinome. want to make this bigger. So this, I can make this a 6/6. Cycle this, draw a card, and then make this a 6/6 to block Ura. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sharknado for 8. I just want to see what we're drawing with Nisa. We're still probably dead. They blew up too many of our lands. Ah! Just dying on this ladder today. Let's try one more, see how we do. And 4 on the stream. Not much encouragement. So I can get red mana. Playing a Luris deck. So if it's cycling, it's okay. I'm not crazy about this mana base right now. I think we mulligan. Jeez. What the hell's this hand? So we get the exact same hand that we had? Cool. I'm doing this. Get a blue source. So this is likely adventure, maybe just aggro. So I think I'm gonna do this turn. Meletis next turn. I can also Teferi bounce something if I'd like. Okay, so it's Rakdos, or it's the Knight's List. Drawing our 7-drop right on cue.
This isn't a fight you can win.
So this is a matchup where Agent's not good main board. If you draw an untapped land, I can Fires, which will help. But really just looking to draw into
Now what?
a land. Okay, there's our untapped land. I think we want another red source. It's actually not too bad because it lets us, we can activate Castle next turn with the mana from Fires. We may have to go defensive Yorion. See from there. Or we can combo. Oh no, we don't have the lines. So I gotta do... Lukka. Take you. Okay, so they have the Java tactics. So because of that, we're gonna reset. It does let us Lukka again next turn. We are also getting close to just Agent. So this is a matchup where we bring in Dream Trawler It's much better against these go wide strategies. So Lukka is dead regardless. So here I just want to take them off their anthem. And we're just like a Clarion or a Shatter away from being okay. Okay, so we have Teferi here. Teferi, let's just bounce a token. BCD. I think we just get this out to start trying to get Lukka. I can agent next turn to steal something. This will gain us 2 life. Yeah, going really wide. So I don't think I care about Teferi. Let's do it like that.
We will meet again.
Ay, 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 ay. These draws have been awful. So we'll see how they attack in here. Luris. Luris can get back Foulmire. Probably gonna have to get Teferi back. Wow, they had lethal. Clarion, Trawlers, take out the agents. What else seems particularly bad in this matchup? 1 card to cut. Typhoons, probably. Actually, Conquer's Death's really bad here. So what do we want instead of Conquer's Death? We didn't see much red. Like, I don't want Aether Gust. Their stuff's not getting big enough for me to really kill. Maybe we keep an agent. This is just like situational. They're not going to burn me out. Dispute seems pretty bad. Guess it hits Luris, and they can bring back my stuff. It's just, I don't want Agent in this matchup. Play 1 Gust situationally. Maybe should have just cut the other, because like Gust can get rid of the dude. Okay, so we'll keep this end. Probably lead on the Foundry. Protect our life total. Fervent draws are probably going to be a lot more aggressive. Drawing that is one of the worst draws we could have had. Yikes. And like this draw means now they have the discard spell. Drill Bits takes my Clarion, and we are probably dead. We are most likely dead after that. Hell of a draw. Mana doesn't really play for us to get... I'll probably use that first strike. Okay, so Teferi is something... Buys me a turn at least.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got time.
Okay, so that lets me fires into copy a spell. I could copy one of the Fervent Knights. I'm doing this because it has first strike.
I'll protect you.
The Luris, it would just die to the Fervent Champion and then they wouldn't. Oh, they have the Dire Tactics. Okay, so now seeing that they have Fervent Knight, we want both the Aether Gusts. I think we just run it like that. That is a draw from the opponent. Knight, Knight, make you discard, and then go from there. I don't like this hand. Okay, this hand's much better. Hopefully turn 4 is good enough. They don't have discard. Really surprised game 1 they conceded. I'm much more comfortable with this start from the opponent. So I think this turn...
Right on schedule.
I think I'm going to bounce this. Because this incentivizes them to play more spells next turn. And then I get better value off the Shatter the Sky. Okay, they respect Teferi.
It's only a matter of time.
See if they play out another spell. They don't. I still think it's right we shatter here. Fight as one. Wow. Blow out. This is effing ridiculous today. We are just not getting anything going our way. Just not drawing anything. So I block here. They probably have Dire Tactics. Block here. This is 3. I block here. Now I gotta block here. Oh my god, the ladder today. All I was playing earlier was nothing but... I think we want... I think I want to respect aggro more. One more. One more, we'll see. This is not encouraging for tomorrow. Opponent's also on Yorion, but I think this hand's fine. Turn 3 Narset, turn 4 Fires, copy if they have like a Teferi out. mana is good. Might just pick up the mono red deck at this point if these games are going to go long and still we're going to die from variance. I think since we drew some more lands, I'm going to opt to not play this and play this tapped for next turn. Opponent's also on Jeskai, so this game is going to be an annoying one. So usually in this matchup, it's whoever can target more of the opponent's lands first.
Stand by and block this. Might be a bad idea.
Mind and body should keep an open.
So I'm holding the Triome in case we flood. It's something I can do with my open mana with Fires. So that way I can get a card draw out of it. I already have pretty good mana and I'm hitting it on curve. So them plussing with Teferi here means they're not going to get the card draw off the minus.
I train every hone your prowess.
Okay, they hit Conquer's Death.
Let's try this.
So they can Conquer's Death my Fires.
I have just the trick for this.
So I think what I do this turn, play this out. This gives me attackers. It also lets me, if they don't target Fires with the Conquer's Death. Ow. Sorry. Just Gemini. Solar Blaze. Okay. Well, they're not going to respect Fires. I'm happy with that. So I have 2 Conquer's Death, which is good here. So I can go Fires, play the land, Conquer's Death there to Teferi.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
So I can't combo with Lukka this turn. I can set up a turn next turn. So they don't have a Fires of their own. They can decide what they want to Conquer's Death here. It's likely the Fires. But now what I'm able to do is Yorion, blink all my stuff. And then exile their Fires. Or their Conquer's Death. And then that gives me the tokens for the following turn as well. So then I can start stealing their lands potentially.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
That also lets me reset the Narset, and I don't get the tax from the Conquer's Death. They're also on the Conquer's Death tax. So everything's going to cost 2 more, and then we got them from there. Okay, so in this matchup here, so what I do is I bring in all the counters, and I bring in the Dream Trawlers. I cut out the Fires, and the Glass Casket, the Clarion, a Shatter, and usually 1 Lukka. And then run it like that. So with cutting down on a Lukka, the games aren't usually all about going for that. You want to play more of a control matchup. You will hardcast your threats more often in this post-board game. You basically just want to control. Especially on the play. So this hand's good. So because they're on the play, I'm going to go Trinome on 1, not play this on 2. Just play a tap land and then play this on 3, so I always have Mystical Dispute up. We want to be able to control a Teferi coming down. Because then I can also have this Omen out. Part of the games like postboard are also just beatdowns. So I'm gonna play this out. So this lets me either Omen of the Sun, or I also have the opportunity to Mystical Dispute if they have Teferi. Okay, so we're gonna be chumped in the next few turns. But that's fine. Just gonna fetch an island here. Flooding out a bit. So they can counter this. They might be holding up Veto as well. We do have Double Dispute. So what we'd like is something like Sharknado. So I've seen this, so we'll just play this out. Mythos is actually pretty solid. I'm going to play this out so I can make a token and hold up Dispute if needed. They just play out something like Lukka. Nah, I probably still don't let them play Lukka, because then they can potentially go into their own trawler if they brought them in. I think I'm gonna set up my draw. Veto seems reasonable. Like, we're only dealing 1 damage a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's shock. This lets us veto and dispute. Or sorry, veto and make a token. This is going to get worse in future turns. Like, even if they have 1 more land, it stops working. Okay, So we take out the Lukka here. Running a little raggedy on just drawing nothing but lands. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Agent. Sure. So make a token here. I think the play is Teferi. Because Teferi will, if they have a counter, it'll bait it out. Perfect. And they can start making tokens of their own now. But if I need to, I can copy. So this can copy any target permanent, so I can copy my Castle Ardenvale and get a copy of it back if they play out something else.
Let's slow this down. Don't worry.
Actually,
I got
what I can do, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can copy Teferi and then bounce my thing.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
This lets me get a card draw.
This might be a bad idea. This is hardly my worst defeat.
I think we just hold off here. They can make a token, so they can trade. They can also attack, but I just want to play around. This turn is probably just going to be just drawing a lot of lands. Let's use 3 minutes more clock. Just need some sort of engine. Okay, that's not bad. Lets me sculpt the hand a bit. Those are neither of the cards I want. Jeez.
I am not making this up as I go.
Question is here, do I want to proactively play this out? I just have Teferi in the yard. Getting this off the battlefield's not the most important. Like, I get a card draw and exile this, but I think I just want my Teferi out of the graveyard. To be honest, I'm probably sacrificing this. I think our next draw is going to be an impactful one. They did have to pay 4 for this Omen. I really just want Dream... Oh, it's not what I wanted. I just want Dream Trawler. Or Shark Typhoon. Lukka helps. Narset also helps. A lot of live draws left in our deck. That's actually very annoying.
The focused and disciplined encounter no obstacle. Meditate. and prepare.
So because of that, I think I'm going to hold off. Okay, so we got Agent. Agent's actually a very good draw.
Right on schedule.
Let's keep you. Agent take their Narset.
Keep an open mind.
I think we go Shark Typhoon here. Bring you back to hand. Alright, now we're cooking with gasoline. Another Narset's fine. Get a flyer to poke in some damage. I can also steal it again with Agent. Okay, so they got ECD. I can steal their Elspeth Conquers Death, just to get value out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 12 if we draw another land. But then I don't have cards in hand. To protect Dream Trawler. Because Trawler's the way we win this game. Opponent is tanking, thinking about their options. Okay, they opt for Yorion here.
Needs a rest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost.
So if I draw land, then I can Agent, Blink, and Yorion. So to cast it again. Also Shatter the Sky. Which is not a terrible option, to be honest.
Trust me.
Like I could Dream Trawler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think what we do, play this, take this, because I need this off the battlefield for this Dream Trawler.
I have just the trick for this.
Take an ECD. And then I think I'm just going to Shatter the Sky and then untap and then play out Dream Trawler. Because they're probably incentivized with this to target the Agent of Treachery. Alright. Finally back on track. Back into Diamond. How are we doing thus far? Got a pack to crack. Kogla went on a bit of a poor streak. This is Untapped GG for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's a great overlay function to track your progress. So we're 25-9 with Jeskai Lukka. So if you click on it, you can see some more stuff. So this runs concurrently with your client. Lets you know how you're doing in certain matchups. So far, Jeskai, like the mirror has been my roughest matchup. Taking a couple random losses. So 1-4 today. Not the best showing with the deck. Or 2-4. So gotta hope for a little bit better for tomorrow. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Been going for about 2 hours now. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. If you can, I will be playing in the Mythic Invitational Qualifier tomorrow around 10 a.m. Eastern. If you can swing by, that'd be great to show your support. If not, I'll have the matches up on YouTube. And if you want to catch any of my other content, it's all up on YouTube, so you can catch it there. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great day or night. If you're playing Red Bull, good luck, and stay safe out there.